Hello, brothers and sisters. I think we've got an interesting free speech UK style coming up. I just saw this clip, and this is the longest clip that I can find. So if there's a longer one that adds more context, please let me know, because I am aware this clip is edited. There's a couple of bits clipped out of it here and there. And so there may be some missing context. So I want to start out by saying that. But with that, let's take a look at it and see what we think. So this clip is in reference to a man named Jordan Parlour. I believe during the Southport riots, he said some naughty tweets, used some hurty words on Twitter or Facebook, I believe, about migrants, that they shouldn't be here, they should go home, we should go bash their hotels, something like that. So his court case just finished up, and he has now been sentenced to 2 years, I believe, in prison for a mean tweet. So this does sound a lot like another Lucy Conley. I don't know. Let's watch the judge in the sentencing, and let's see what we think about this.
To a post questioning why, you wrote, "Because they're over here, given life of Riley, off the tax us hard-working people earn, when it could be put to better use. Come over here, with no work visa, no trade to their name, and sit down and doss, and then there's more people being put out homeless each year. They get top band priority on housing." You went on to say that you did not want your money going to immigrants who, quote, rape our kids and get priority, end quote. Although you said that you had no intention of carrying out any act of violence, there can be no doubt that you were inciting others to do so. Otherwise, why post the comment? You expressed remorse, but by that time it was too late. For the offence of publishing written material in order to stir up racial hatred, there are sentencing guidelines which I must and will follow. The maximum sentence is 7 years imprisonment. In my judgment, this comes close to harm category 1. However, for the purposes of this sentence, I will treat you as falling into category 2, since there was no direct encouragement towards activity which threatens or endangers life. However, you fall towards the top of category 2. For a category 2A offence, the starting point is 2 years imprisonment with a range between 1 and 4 years custody. In mitigation, I take into account your plea of guilty, for which you will receive full credit of 1/3, following your earlier admissions. I take account of the contents of the references from your mother, friend and employer. These can only be of limited value in the current circumstances, as can the contents of the pre-sentence report. I take account too of your expression of remorse, your lack of convictions which are racially aggravated, that you are in employment and you have a partner and family. In passing sentence, I take into account the purposes of sentencing, in particular in relation to this case, punishment and deterrence. As is recognised on your behalf, this offence is so serious that an immediate custodial sentence is unavoidable. Would you stand, please? The sentence that I pass has been reduced by 1/3 to reflect your guilty plea.
All right, so the clip ends there, and I do recognize it's been clipped in a few places, so there may be some context missing. Anyone feel free to add context. Send me longer clips or clips that are missing, or in the comments, let me know what's missing. What do you guys think? 2 years for saying bad things about not wanting migrants in the country, does that deserve 2 years? My problem with this is really the whole 2-tier thing, right? Lucy Conley got 31 months. This guy's getting 2 years for naughty tweets. There are rapists in the UK that got suspended sentences and no jail time. They never fully investigated the rape gangs like they said they would. The guy who stabbed the Koran burner got a suspended sentence with no jail time just this week. It does appear that there is some two-tier stuff going on here. And that's what bugs me. If the law looked like it was applied evenly, this wouldn't bother me at all. I wouldn't even be talking about this. But you see police stealing flags from little girls and telling people they can't carry a flag to a protest when it's a British flag, but they don't seem to have the same concern when it's a Palestinian flag. And don't misunderstand me. I think they should be able to carry a Palestinian flag to a protest and wave a Palestinian flag around in a protest. I got no problem with that. My problem is it seems like you're not allowed to do that with a British flag. It's the two-tier that bugs me. And you have the counselor. I'm paraphrasing, but it was something like, we should chop off the heads of right-wing people, and charges were dismissed. I definitely have the perception that there's two-tier justice in the UK, and that needs to be fixed. So what do you all think? Is there two-tier justice in the UK? Was this okay? Does this guy deserve this sentence? Is there missing context from this judge's statement? I don't think this deserves a 2-year sentence. If he really did incite some violence in others, maybe a suspended sentence and put him on probation. But 2 years, really? When these other people aren't getting jail time at all? It just doesn't seem right to me. Let me know what you guys think. Hey, if you like this, give me a like and subscribe. If you don't like it, don't watch me. Thanks. Bye.